Hi guys, my name is Brittany. Today I'm going to do there's two different tags that are going around that are like the new to Booktube tag. There's the new to Booktube tag and there's the Newbie Booktube tag. So I'm kind of going to do a combination of both. I have the questions for both all filled out, and I'm going to do the new to Booktube tag because that's the longer one, and then I'm going to do the questions that weren't in the new to Booktube tag that are in the Newbie Booktube tag at the end of the new to Booktube tag. Does that even make sense? Basically, you're going to get to know all about me today. So the first question is, where are you joining us from? I am from Missouri. Originally, though, I am from Clearwater, Florida. I do still have family in the Pinellas County area, and what happened basically is I grew up in Clearwater, and I always kind of knew I wanted to move out of Florida. Didn't really know where I was going to end up after that. During my summer between my 7th and 8th grade year, we came to Missouri to visit my aunt and to see my great-grandmother, and my grandfather fell in love, but had to kind of sell my grandma and I on it, and we weren't too sold. But then I was having a lot of trouble at my high school when I was in high school, and an incident happened where essentially I was assaulted, and my grandfather asked me if I wanted to move to Missouri, and I kind of, at the time, I was like, yeah, let's do it. My grandmother still wasn't sold, so we still didn't move. Then I got into my college years and met a boy. Well, actually, I knew him from when I was a kid, and we started dating, fell in love, got engaged, and then a couple years later got married. When we got married, though, I was also finishing up my associate's degree at my local community college in the area, and I did what everybody thought they were supposed to do, and I went to a Florida state school. I went to University of Central Florida, or UCF, and we didn't like Orlando. I did meet some people, so there was a reason I was supposed to be there. But all in all, Orlando was not the place for us. Shortly after that, Brett had figured out that Missouri was a good place to go, and we moved at the end of January of the following year. So we had already been married for a year at that point, and we picked up and moved to Missouri because my grandparents had already moved here the September before, and I couldn't be happier being in Missouri. So, Missouri. That was the long answer for Missouri. How old are you? I am 26. Why did you join Booktube? My short answer is I wanted a place to meet new people and to talk about books because I don't have a lot of people in my life that actually read as much as I do. Yes, they read the required reading, but I don't think that they read as many books or as frequently as I do. What is the meaning behind your channel name? Long story short, my friend that I lived with in Orlando, Brett and I, when he lost his job, had someone move in with us to help supplement our rent, and she calls me Panda, I call her Owl, so channel name from Panda to Owl, so yeah. What type of books do you read / want to talk about on Booktube? I am into a lot of chick lit. I'm into basically easy summer reads. I'm into YA urban fantasy, but I also like mysteries. I am currently collecting all of the yellow, I think it's the 1990 editions of Nancy Drew. I love Nancy Drew. I am 26 and still read Nancy Drew. So I'm planning on collecting these for my children one day. I want the entire collection all in these hard yellow back books. Also, I forgot to mention that I like to find a lot of non-conventional reads. I like to go on Amazon and find whatever reads that are not as popular or maybe are the discounted reads. That's how I found my Merlin. It was, I think the first one was free, and then the rest of the series was like $2.99 or something like that. And then also utilize a lot of my Amazon Prime membership possibilities. So, who are some of your favorite authors? I don't know. That's really hard to think about. But aside from J.K. Rowling, I am a fan of Kate Bryan. This is probably, aside from Harry Potter, my absolute favorite book of all time. I've read it 3 times. I think 3. It might get read again this year. And then on top of that, another author I like is Anna Banks. This is the Of Poseidon book, which I have signed. And of course, I've already mentioned Nancy Drew, written by Carolyn Keene. What is the last book you read? I will insert a picture in this video of the actual book cover because I do read it on my iPad or my Kindle. It is My Boyfriend Merlin. What are you currently reading? First off, I am currently reading Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief by Riordan. On top of that, I will insert pictures of all these books here that I am currently reading. What do you use as bookmarks? I like the magnetic bookmarks that you can put around the pages, and I feel like you lose the paper ones too easily. Show us your current TBR pile. It's a lot. Let's just leave it at it's a lot. Which do you prefer, hardcover or paperback? So I like hardcover, but I like the hardcover like this that doesn't come with a dust jacket. I am not a huge fan of dust jackets. Like, guys, can we just like have pretty covers that are hard but not like with dust jackets? Because I'm not a huge fan of these. I just feel like they get in the way. I lose them too easily. Like, half of my Harry Potter series does not have dust jackets because I've lost them. Ebooks or physical books? As you can tell, I have a wide variety of regular books. I have a wide variety of ebooks. I really don't care. Owning or borrowing? As much as I would love to own every book that's ever been made, I am broke. So, borrowing is going to be the way to go this year. What book or series got you into reading? I have been reading since I was a child. I would say if I could possibly remember my first book I've probably ever read, it would be a Dr. Seuss book, probably like Cat in the Hat or One Fish, Two Fish. My mom had a One Fish, Two Fish t-shirt when I was a kid. We went to Universal all the time. But we are talking modern day reading. I love my Kate Bryan. I can't get enough of this book. How did you discover Booktube? Honestly, I cannot remember. The only thing I physically can remember possibly have gotten me into Booktube, but it might have been somebody else, is that my ex-coworker has an ex-coworker who has a Booktube channel. I will link her down below. Hope. She made a vlog on her YouTube channel about when she came to see her old coworkers, and so some of my coworkers are in that vlog, and I clicked on that video from Facebook, from my coworkers' Facebook, and found this world of Booktube. That is the only thing I physically think that could possibly be the start of my obsession with Booktube. What challenges do you think you'll face with your Booktube channel? I think just having time. I have a pretty hard major, though I'm not taking a lot of classes that are within my major this semester. I am a math major with a concentration in statistics and minoring in finance and economics. Yes, I am that type of smart person. So my classes tend to be very rigorous. There's a lot of homework. So I'm worried that I'm not going to get to read as much as I want to or film as much as I want to during the school year. But what I'm doing, and I will link this down below, the video that Emma Books made about how to do Booktube when you are busy, I am employing that method of filming. I am taking 1 or 2 days a week, filming as much as possible, and then editing as I go and writing out all my book ideas, all my video ideas. I have, for this tag even, I took the tag questions and I filled them all out beforehand so I could make sure that I had everything ready to go. $15 is kind of not really a question. All of my links are down below, my Goodreads and my Instagram. Those are the only two I really have. As much as Twitter is kind of where you're supposed to be if you have Booktube, I like Instagram a little bit more. I just don't find that I use Twitter. Okay, now for the questions that were not covered in the new to Booktube tag that are from the newbie tag. What are some fun, unique things that you want to bring to YouTube? I really just want to be myself, but I do have an idea for a kind of series which involve middle grade books. What are you most excited about for your new channel? I am most excited about just getting to connect with you guys. Book recommendations as well. So if I see a book and I'm not 100% sure if I should read it, I want to reach out to you guys and see if you have read it and what your thoughts were on it. So basically connecting with you guys. Why do you love reading? Reading has kind of been my outlet for a lot of different things. Kind of when I don't want to call it depression because I don't really have depression clinically. I go through spouts where I get overwhelmed and maybe it's technically anxiety, but I'm still kind of developing my mental health and trying to work with a counselor and just talk to someone about what I'm going through. I've had shingles 4 times this past year. The first time was because I had been sick a couple times in a row, and then after that it was 100% stress related. So I obviously am more stressed than I think, so I am working with a counselor to talk to someone about my anxiety, about my stress, so that I can get that under control. But books are kind of an outlet that when I need to escape my reality and kind of work out my coping mechanisms, books is one of those things. Kind of already answered this, but what book or series got you into reading? Again, we're just gonna leave this here. What question would you like to ask your favorite YouTuber? Honestly, how do they read so much while they go to school? Like, unless a book truly captures me and I cannot put it down, like, it's so hard to read so many books. I have had this book, I want to say 3 weeks, and I'm only, I think, halfway done with it. I've just found other things that I like more than it, so I'm kind of struggling getting through this, but I will finish it. I'm going to make a priority to stop do not finish DNFing books, which you can probably see what my next video is going to be on. So that's pretty much it for today. I hope you got to learn a little bit more about me and what I like to read. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Just like always, if you liked this video, give it a nice thumbs up. That always helps. And if you want to see more Booktube videos from me or more videos in general of my lovely face, please go ahead and subscribe and possibly push the notification bell so you always are notified when I put up a video. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.